Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida's offense will have the football first. The meeting last year between these two teams really underscored the fact that Georgia never really seemed to find its rhythm, and also sent signals that Florida may be on the rise.
Yeah, it was super close. Remember, DJ Lagway, who we all know is sensational, a stud. Like, he was playing really good football. He gets hurt, he goes out. Palmer, the Florida defense played great. Turned over Carson Beck several times, but I think the quarterback spot they felt like held them back. That's not a thing today.
No, and I think Florida feels like they've recruited better and they've gotten some help from the portal. I think they feel like they line up and match up a little better. They're not equal to Georgia by any means yet, but I think Florida feels like they have the talent now. If they can stay healthy on the field, then anything in this game can happen.
To the air, it's Lagway. That's reeled in, it's ball. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Snags it down the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Gators are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Webb. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Webb. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid tackle.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative with this one.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Gators send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for space, it's Frazier. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches.
Looking for a deep man. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Sturdivant. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Gators are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Complete on the shuffle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That brings him to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Branch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for room. It's Ball. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Flips it out in the flat. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can't get him to the ground. Just dismissing tackles. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Got room to work. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that is
is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense.
Turning it on! They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. He leaves it with his back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. To the air, it's Lagway. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators decide to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line, a big pickup, and they are threatening. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this is always tough. You drive the ball all the way down the field, have so much success, and then beep, 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 put that thing in reverse. The last 2 plays, this offense got to get back to doing what got him here.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Lagway. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Throws to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw again. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Lagway. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll try to pop the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last last drive just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Gator! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's got the back in the middle. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Gators will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st down. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's dealt.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.